Hey guys, welcome back to Liam Taylor Guitar. Today I want to share with you a composition technique called addition and subtraction. It's actually two compositional techniques, I guess. Well, let's just get into it. You'll see. Addition and subtraction can be used with any instrument in a piece of music, and it's especially gratifying when it's done gradually. Simply put, addition and subtraction is about adding or removing notes one at a time from a pattern. Pretty simple. It's one of those you do what it sounds like you do situations. Some pieces of music, for example in rock, might start with a guitar riff and a drum groove, but the drum groove could actually be introduced gradually, so rather than just everything at once, you could play just the kick drum and then add some hi-hat, and then at last you add the snare, and then you go into the whole song with everyone else. This is kind of a similar idea to that, but we're going to use pitches in a phrase rather than hits on a drum kit. So let's go into Guitar Pro, where we have a simple motif. Simple subtraction would involve removing one of these notes every time the phrase repeats. And which note you remove is kind of up to you as the composer. I'm just going to remove the last note in every phrase. So this 5th fret can go away. And then we're going to copy and paste. And now this one can go away. Finally, this note can go away. So now we have this. And now you can use addition to gradually reintroduce those notes, and you can do that in any order. Again, it's up to you. So I am going to introduce them in a different order to how they disappeared. So now we're subtracting all the notes and then adding them back in again. Now we have this. That was addition and subtraction. That's all the information you need to know to start going and using the technique, or techniques, I guess, in your own work. If you end up using addition or subtraction in any of your compositions, let me know. I would love to hear them. You can send me a message on Twitter, just direct at LTGuitarist, and I will take a listen to whatever you do. I'll see you next week. Toodaloo.
I can write you a song to help you propose to your partner. I can make an audio birthday card for mother or for father. I'll write you anything you like in basically any genre. But I won't write you a song to explain why you left your wife. I mean, I probably would actually. Yeah.
So when I was at music college, we had there was the performance section, the DJ section, and the live sound, like the technical section.
Right.
They work together wherever possible because DJs get free access to new music to remix. The technical people get to do lighting and sound for the performances. Worked really well. It's a great idea. So we're doing a fake gig. We did a lot of fake gigs. So we wandered over to the Waterfront in Norwich, amazing venue. I think it's still there. We plug in, we start playing, and I'm playing guitar. And Spanners, you might know that a guitar needs to be heard through an amplifier. A lot of the sound from a guitar, especially if you're playing like rock or blues or any kind of electric style, a lot of the sound comes from the amplifier. A lot of like the crunch, the gain, the distortion, as well as just making the loud enough to hear. So they're trying out something called a DI box, which is really great for keyboards and bass guitars.
Yeah, I know what that is. We've got them.
Of course you do.
you plug your bass into the DI box, and then the DI box sends it to the mixing desk, and you can also plug out of the DI box into your amplifier, so you can play your bass or your keyboard and be heard. No one told the tech students that that doesn't work for an electric guitar. You've just got to mic up an electric guitar amp, otherwise it sounds like you're playing a really bad banjo. So for 20 minutes, unbeknownst to me, because I was behind the monitors, I was playing what sounded like a really bad banjo. And all the tech kids were like, this dude is awful. What is going on? And I'm back where I can actually hear my amplifier going, this is a really nice gig.
They are stunned into silence. That's what they're doing.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Good day. That was and it was only until like a week later when we watched back footage of the gig that I'm like,
oh no! It was like, it was that much later. See, this is where you need good monitoring, isn't it? Everybody should be monitored to the same thing, because it's live and you can't auto tune things and you can't fix things in post production like.
My hair? Do you like my tattoos? Well, that's none of your business, and no one asked you. I got this one in.
You've all heard that song before. Let's not worry about that. Let's get started. How's it going, Internet? Liam Taylor here, LTGuitarist. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Yes, did it. Nailed it. I'm getting really good at this whole thing. Sorry about the background noise. Someone is hoovering? No, not hoovering. The way you hoover grass. Mowing? Yeah, mowing. They're mowing the lawn. That just shows how much housework I do, doesn't it? Hi, how's it going? Today we're doing sound design. Sorry, Alice. I mean, you can find that wherever you want. If you search... What is it? If you search every indie music video cliche ever... You know what? I'm just going to put the link in the thing, and you can open it in a new tab and watch it in your own time. We did a behind the music type interview for that thing for April 1st, which is a lot of fun. There it is. I'm going to pop that in the chat. There we go. Stick that in another window and open it whenever you want. Afternoon. Right. I'm working on a film. You may have seen me be tagged in things. I'm not used to being tagged in things because most of the things I do are secret until they're literally released. So it's quite nice to have something where I can just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm working on this film and everyone knows about it. It's cool. It's a horror film. It's called Type Till You Bleed. It's put together by the chaps who do Valverde Broadcasting, who, if you follow the podcast, you'll know that I've appeared on Valverde Broadcasting and stuff, and they come on the podcast. We have a nice little working relationship. I like those boys a lot, and I'm doing sound, both... sorry, I'm closing windows. I'm doing the score and sound design to the creative side of their audio, as well as the slightly less interesting side, like the dialogue editing and the mastering and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited to be working on Type Till You Bleed. I think it's going to be doing the festival circuit this year, so might not be public until next year, but I don't know. So I'm not explicitly working on the score today. I'm doing what I call doing a playground session. I'm literally just making sounds and hoping that some of these sounds are appropriate to what we want to achieve. And it is fancy, thank you. If I go to the small screen, you can see that there's a bunch of green things around. I was on set a few days ago, and we recorded a little bit of Foley and stuff, and I wandered around with this. Bum, bum, bum. It's not a taser. Looks a bit like a taser. This is a electromagnetic field recorder. It looks like I'm reading out off the back, but I'm actually not. This is a Soma, S-O-M-A, Soma Ether. I think Soma is the company that makes it. Ether is the product. It'd be really helpful if I could just read something. So what it does is it picks up the electromagnetic field of any electronic device and also people and converts it to audio. What's really interesting is if you walk around a forest with this thing, you can hear the radio. If you poke a tree with this, you can really hear the radio. So there's some odd stuff in there, and that's some of what we recorded. I've got some other recordings from the Ether. I walked around my parents' house and poked their microwave from the 70s and was deafened, but I did get a cool sound out of it. So maybe we'll dive into those as well. I just kind of want to see what we got. And if that's any good. So I think I know what they are, so I'm just going to delete them. And then I think it's every other... Yeah, it's mad. Every other track is the internal mic from my recorder, so I can just get rid of those. And then these, I actually need to just be left channel only. So I've got to remember how to do that. This is something that I should have committed to memory already, but I haven't. Are you going to watch me do admin? Could be. Yeah, no, we're going to Google it. But talk amongst yourselves. Convert stereo to... split stereo. Split stereo. Cubase. I need a macro for this or something. Cubase 11. Why is my search engine changed to Yahoo? God damn it, Yahoo. Google. You have to type google.com like a peasant. Split stereo channel into 2 monobuses. That's what I want. You can solo the track, export it. Oh, no, don't come and tell me that. For GCSE music, where you have to do stuff like this, you might have to. You won't. You don't explicitly have to. You won't have to prove to your teachers that you can split a stereo track in half. You might have to if you record something in a silly way like I did. But no, you don't have. You won't have to. Or if you do, it'll be like, we'll basically show you how to do it. Come on, this is all like really long-winded. Post from January 2016. This is a riveting stream. I appreciate that. Export stereo mix down. Okay, right, fine. Let's try that. So if we go to export selected tracks. Yeah? No, that's not going to do it, is it? Have I saved the project? Probably not. Sounds and stuff. Oops. Soma Ether Playground. Bosh. So then I feel like I should just be able to right click. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Export selected track. No, I don't want to export tracks. Oh, okay. What I might do for the moment, and this isn't perfect, is just stick a monoizer on it. That'll do. So then I'm just going to stick all of these on the same track. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is just... I might remove a little bit of low end because it usually is a bit aggressive. We're just going to export audio mix down, Soma bounce, and I'm going to put it in here. Bounces. Bounces is a fun word. Bounces just means when you've taken something from a project in Cubase or BandLab, Pro Tools, Ableton, whatever, and you render it out so you have an audio file, and then you bring it back into the project. It's called bouncing because you're kind of going like blip bloop, I guess. After export, create new audio track. I want it mono. Export as mono down mix. Gimme. How long are you going to take? Oh, not very long. That's a relief. I thought we'd be here all day. It's still taking a bit. Right, rockin'. So, get rid of that. This is our audio. Let's have a little bit of a listen. Some of it's just dusty weirdness. I might take these that are a bit quiet and boost them such that we can, you know, hear them. That's possibly still really quiet. Let's go insert limiter just so we can hear it. That's a bit better. Yeah, there's some real odd sounds in there. Because the whole film is set in the computing museum in Cambridge. So I'm quite eager to capture sounds of computers, and electromagnetic frequency is a cool way to capture the sounds of computers without going up to a computer and going blip, blip, and making like those sort of computer noises. It's a way of sampling a computer that we haven't really heard before. Cool. Yeah, there's like a weird... kind of sounds like a chord or something. Oops, not what I wanted. So I'm just going to take interesting things and move them down a track. This was interesting. There was a point in the museum where there was nothing around. Like, literally, computers like a few feet over there, computer a few feet over there, something big a few feet over there. And then just in the middle of the floor, if I held the ether sort of at chest height, it made this tone. And if I move it, I had like a foot square. If I moved it down, the sound went up, the sound went left, right, back, forward, the sound went. And it was only in this space, like physical space, with nothing around it. And I tried it on all of the devices nearby, and none of them made that sound. They all made like generic noises, but like there was this one tone that kind of came out. I guess it could have been the point where these different electromagnetic fields combined. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if that's a thing. Let's see where the cleanest version of that is. I think that might be it. Ooh. We might have to try and make that a into a contact instrument. Let's try that now. So I'm just going to boost that quite a lot. Where does it start? I'm going to go there where it reaches its highest peak. Maybe I should have it here so it sort of fizzles a little bit like that. So I'm going to export just that by itself as a sample. I'm going to call it Soma Tone 1. Soma Tone 1. I don't want to re-export it. I just want that as it is. Mono down mix. There you go. So now with one of these contact instruments, I'm going to call it Soma Tone 1. I've got contact loaded up already. We are going to make... Oh, if it lets me. Come on, contact. Who's a good boy? It's possible that we won't get very far, and I'll maybe try a different sampler. I know Cubase has got a nice sampler built in. I want to see how far I can get with Cubase. What am I trying to do? New instrument. There we go. Demo. What you on about, demo? I own this. I bought it with actual money. Do I need to use Contact 5? Or are we just not going to use Contact? Is that what's happening? Okay, well that's at least not a demo, so that's fine. So, location sounds, playground, sounds and stuff, Soma Ether bounces, Soma Tone 1. So I need to open up the group editor. Soma Tone 1. Oh, where'd the mapping editor go? I didn't actually open it because I'm an idiot. That's nice. So we're going to drop that in C2 and just cover the whole area. So now I have... That's our original sound. I'm going to put that up to C3 actually. I mean, that's that really brings out that ringing, doesn't it? Let's try. Analyzer. Just for fun, just to see what it looks like. Show me the spectrogram. That's the original sound. Good to know that that doesn't work. That's fun. And you can see when you go lower, this bright line appears, which is that really high-pitched sound. Good. Not a keyboard player, so you can't judge me for any of that. So let's go direct from disk. We'll turn it into sampler instead. It's quite a lot of noise, doesn't it? So I wonder if there's anything we can do about that. To add a little attack.
That's quite cool. I wonder what pitch that is. Do I have a way to tune? I don't know if I do. I know I used to. That's not what I want. Because part of me thinks rather than tuning that to sit within Western traditional harmony, why not just leave that? Because that is a sound that exists inside of the museum. Why not tune the music to that instead? Because that's a bit silly. That's the main reason. I want to try and get rid of that really high sound that is bothering me a bit. So we're going to find 3-band EQ. And what we're going to use that to do is basically get rid of some of the annoying sounds. So if I play that note, for example, we're going to see where that high tone exists. 10k, just under 10k. So we'll call that 8k. So if we go to 8k on this frequency and we remove that, it's not removed the tone, but it's a bit better, isn't it? Oh, we can see the dark line as well. So if we bring that down a tiny bit. Actually, I'm not worried about killing it completely. That's better. Cool. Although it would be handy if... I wonder if actually I do that and then just turn up the bandwidth. And then I think we'll kill some of the low end as well. We'll go right down to the bottom. We'll go again like that. Just to brighten it up so it's mostly a middly kind of sound. Might be fun to have a little bit of downwards kind of... If I could get that to respond to envelope. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you can see. Cool. Let's keep that. I kind of want to make it monophonic as well, so it's you don't have all those notes, you only have one at a time. So let's try. I don't know how to do that. I actually don't know a lot about this software. Release trigger? That's not what I want. Monophonic. Nope, don't know how to do that. Might just leave that as it is. Let's see if we can add a few extra effects to it. Oh, actually, I'm being silly. There should be a way to do that. Contact in stupid Yahoo. Google.com. Thank you. Or is there a help inside of it? Nope.
contact. New instruments. Make monophonic. How do I make an instrument monophonic? Set number of voices to 1. Oh, okay. Which I feel would be in here, right? Right. Sampler. I'm going to give it a keyboard image for fun. Maybe it's the grouping. Voices. Voices 1. There we are. Cool. What else could we do with that? EQ. We've done a bit of EQ. We've done a bit of filter. I have a bit of phaser in there. I want it quite subtle. Yeah, like that. That loses a lot of body. Let's leave that as it is. Let's make that into an instrument. So we have, how do I save? File save as sounds and stuff, playground, I don't know, instruments. Type till you bleed. Call it original instruments. Original instruments and samples. So I'm going to call that Soma Tone Monophonic Synth. That's pretty fun. Looks like a real synth as well, which is cool. Okay, so that's one fun thing that's come out of this already. That's a profit, basically. What else we got? That could be fun to make like a riser out of or something. That too. Ooh, that's fun. So we'll make a few risers and stuff out of those. So a riser is like those bits in horror movies where it goes for no reason. this is exactly the same sort of thing. So we're going to take a few... we're going to have some of these and we're going to space them out quite a lot because they need a lot of space to do their thing properly. I'm going to just shape them a little bit. And this one as well. I think I need a bit more space as well. Because you stick a load of reverb on them and that's half the fun. This one's going to be more of like a backwards, like a hit rather than a riser. That I quite like up to this point. And then I feel like that would stay, but a lot lower. Because it's quite ominous sounding. What if I stretch that out a whole load using the tape setting? Ooh. That's really fun. In fact, I quite like that as a drone by itself, so I'm going to have that as a separate thing. That's just going to live over here as a drone. How far does that go? That's pretty rad. Okay, so we are going to stick a little bit of reverb on. I'm going to look for an effects preset. Afterburner disturbances, maybe? And let's just see how that changes things. It doesn't. Oh, okay. It's just quite fizzly. Let's try this one. That's quite cool. Cool. I'm also going to try a little bit of... what's the way to do this? I'm going to create a duplicate. Yeah, no, I am going to do it. I got confused about what my goals were here. We're going to go process reverse. We're going to... So it's just backwards now. That's all that's changed. I'm going to change some of these. Not all of them. So what we're going to do is a backwards delay effect or a backwards reverb. So we're going to have like a nice big swelling sound. So we're going to turn the limiter down a bit. And we're just going to have like 8 seconds of lead up for each of these sounds then. Yeah, a bit more I think. Yeah. So we're going to go export audio mix down, Soma tone. It's not Soma tone, is it? Soma hits reverse effects 1. Real catchy title. Create new audio track. And then once we've done that, we can just delete this track. Don't need it. Goodbye. Farewell. So then we can separate all of them out. And then process reverse. So now this should sync up pretty directly with that, and vice versa for all of these. I'm going to space these out again, just so we have enough space to properly work on these, because they are going to be like big sounds with lots of reverb and stuff. So this one should link into that one. Where does the sound actually start? About there. It's not especially audible, is it? I mean, that's quite low down. So if I boost all of these a bit. Come on, up you go. So if we combine them. And actually, once that sound comes in, we can kind of fade that one out a bit. What we're going to do here as well is we're just going to add a little bit extra noise. I'm going to go more reverb. Let's see if we've got anything. Church. Let's go church natural. We'll go the opposite of what this sound actually is. That's quite nice. So when we combine the two, that's pretty fun. Because what we can do with this one as well is pitch shift it a bit. So if we use a pitch shift envelope, we're going to go down not quite so many steps. We're going to come in, let it load, so then it turns into this. Which I sort of like. And I feel actually it should probably end there, really. So I'm just going to cut that there. And we'll have a little bit of that tail effects underneath it as well still. So I'm just going to, like so. Down we go, down we go, down we go, down we go. That's pretty cool. I like it. I think once we get there, actually we want a bit more. I want that to hold on a bit. Not like that. Maybe that is the way to achieve it. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? And actually the main bit, Mr. Maponis, how's it going, buddy? This top bit actually kind of takes us out of it a little bit. Like this bottom one is plenty spooky. Sorry, I need to remember to not put the important stuff under my face. Actually, if I bring these up, it's less of an issue.
Yeah, I just realised that that's in the way. I can't make the camera smaller, but I can put stuff up. And also let's zoom in on this area. It's tricky, the whole live stream thing, because some people are like, we need to see more of your face. I don't need to see more of my face. So that's quite nice. What can we do to it? It's more the top one that's kind of not quite right. I wonder if we automate the volume a little bit, we might be able to kind of make it a bit friendlier. Or not, I don't know. So if we do that. Ooh, that could work. Yeah. If that latter part of the tail comes down. Yeah, that sort of works. I'm going to put that in orange so I know it's done. Right, what's the next one like? So this is the original sound. And then the second, the ambient version is, the reversed version is. Again, I sort of prefer that. If it's going to be like a traditional stinger, I think we want it to do something. I think it just wants to cut a bit more abruptly there. Especially because it's got that reverb tail still. So we could do same thing here. The goal currently is I'm basically making sample assets for a film that I'm working on. So all of this stuff was recorded at the Computing History Museum in Cambridge using a electromagnetic field recorder. And I'm basically just making stuff that I can then repurpose into the film. And this is my way of being productive when the film isn't actually edited yet, so I can't do anything properly, you know? So a few minutes ago we made a synth organ patch out of... actually, it's still in the project, isn't it? We made this synth patch out of one of these other electromagnetic tones. Which is possibly going to be really helpful. I don't know. Or I might not use it at all, but it's at least I have it there. I have options. I'm trying to be more conscious of making original sounds for bespoke projects, especially films and stuff, so then they're more unique to me. And also if I can do that using sounds that were captured on location, I think that's pretty fun. That's actually quite nice. Another thing we can try is having differently pitched versions of the same thing. So this, we're going to pan them in slightly different directions. Standard panner, standard. Actually, I'm going to alter the volume curve there. Standard panner, we're going to have, and I'm automating this because that makes it easier for the other things. This is going to be left 60-ish. I'm not too worried about it being perfect. And right, sort of the same. Do I need to change the phase? Not exactly, but if I change the pitch here, so we're just going to go up a semitone and we're going to envelope
upwards just a little bit more. Let it load. So that's the top one. Nice one. And this version is going to be we're going to have a slightly different envelope. Not massively different, just slightly. Let it load, and we're also going to stretch it out a bit. Need to make sure it ends there. So now our combo is... Ooh. That's pretty weird, actually. Not sure. Oh, God. Sorry, my transport panel's being a pain in the butt. Come on. I think I like... them separately. I like these two. Perhaps going outwards rather than just staying outwards. That's a bit more fun. And I think I like this one independently as a riser. Yeah. I should probably be exporting these as well, shouldn't I? So I'm going to go to the master bus, and we are going to... I'm going to use the maximizer. And there's a preset I really like that is just Master Bus by Dynamics Are Cool, which is just kind of gives everything a bit of a lift, but not in a way that's like intrusive or annoying. You see how it just raises it up ever so slightly. So how long does that last? Go a little bit longer just for safety. And we're just going to export that down to... Oh, I need to actually make a folder now, don't I? Sounds and stuff. Nope. Type 2 You Bleed. Samples. I'm going to call this... No, I just need a folder, don't I? Exported samples. So Soma reverse effects 1. Yeah, that'll do. Soma being the... I don't know if it's the Ether by Soma or the Soma by Ether. The website is somasynths.com, so I assume Soma is the brand name. Did it do it? I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see if it did it. Type to You Bleed. I didn't actually press export. Okay. Awesome. Oh yeah, because I've got it to close afterwards. Fine. So now let's do the same thing with this. They've not got reverb on, have they? They do not. Ooh, that's a bit. I'm going to turn the maximizer off, I think, because it's plenty sort of loud as it is. Soma Reverse Effects 2. I'm going to call that Riser, actually. Or is it a Stinger? It's a Riser. There is a difference. Risers are upwards, singers are downwards. So a stinger would be like, bah! But a riser would be like, whoop. So it's a riser. There you go, you just learnt a thing. You're welcome. Right, wicked. So then we just want to export this one. That's another riser, I think.
Yeah. I might just call it effects 2. I'm just going to give them stupid names and then worry about naming them later. Right, what are the other ones we've got here? A lot of these reversals are going to sound essentially the same. Not really into that one. Nah. That one's just annoying. Ooh, that's a bit more abrasive. Okay, so let's try. Let's just have a look at the top bit. Yeah, so we'll do the same routine. We're going to fade up from there. Fade down again. I'm going to stick a little bit of reverb on that one. Just a little. More high, less low, less mid. Maybe a bit of delay on there as well. I want mod machine, but I want like a really fast. Aeroplanes. Or does it need to be a lot faster? Oh. I'm an idiot. Let's try that. That's nice. So in which case these automations don't really do anything other than at the start there, which I'm fine with. Yeah, fine. So we'll have that up to that point and make it a little louder. Cool. And then what about the underneath? I think that works as like an additional layer. Let's try that. And then together. Yeah. I think that works. I wonder if that can come slightly down in pitch. No, not time stretch. That's not what I want. Process. Pitch shift. Yeah, so it just comes down a little bit towards that point. Might work, might not work. That's subtle, but I quite like it. So we go effects 3. Nice. At the end here, we had this drone sound that I really liked. Without the effects... Oh, it's quite loud. I wonder if we can make that into another contact instrument. So if we go... I'll probably have to export it. That's fine. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go export. That needs to be in the bounces folder. Exported sample. Nope, I just did the same thing. Playground. Sounds and stuff, bounces. Soma, bass, drone. And that's going to be mono, because it is. Yeah. Ellis is back. Ooh, the funniest thing. That's quite a statement. Go on, what's the funniest thing that happened? Soma tone, Soma drone. Huh? I'm also going to maximize it is off. That's good. So we're going to go new instrument. Oh, it's demo again. God damn it. Okay, fine. There needs to be contact 5 for some reason. New instrument. Mapping editor. And then we're going to add in Soma bass drone. We'll go C1 with that, I think. We'll go C3. We're going to change that to sampler. Or maybe tone machine. Nope. Group editor, I want that to be quite a lot of fade. That's cool. I want it to loop. And I think I want it to have a crap load of release so that I want it to loop this area. But then when you release it, it's going to play the whole sound, which is going to be really annoying. So we'll do that at the end. Sample loop. So we're going to say loop start there. That's actually pretty good. Speed it up a little bit. not really doing anything interesting with the keyboard. So let's try. We need to make that release super long. So it just loops inside of that. Fine. So then how do I... Okay. I want it to loop outside of that, which is not going to do. There's a super annoying pitch in there, isn't there? If we go analyzer supervision again, supervision lets us see things that we can also hear, sort of. I think it might just be... It might just be the high-end information in there. So let's try EQ. If I put that there, you can see it. If I put this here, we can sort of see it. I don't think you need the keyboard. It's quite aggressive, but I sort of like it. I might get it to automate that a bit. Let's go external sources, LoFo, sine. Too much, buddy. Still a bit of fizz at the top there, isn't there? That's quite nice. There it is. Cool. So I'm just wrecking up the place. What if we turn the loop off? Where's all the release gone? Maybe there's a way to take when the finger comes off, so it's just release, it turns the frequency modulation off. Maybe, I don't know. That's a lot of fun. So what's controlling that sine wave? Is it nothing? bit of fade in would be good. That's pretty fun. Let's save that as sine base. What was it? Soma base maybe. Save multi. Not a multi, is it? Save edited instrument as Soma tone bass. Cool. Let's perhaps try and make something out of those tracks, so something a little more, musical. Out of those tracks, over those instruments we just made. Words are hard sometimes. Whenever it loads would be great. I'm going to go empty. I can close this one actually, can't I? Yeah, I want to save it. File, new project. Any day now, Cubase. Any day would be amazing. Nope. It's just going to leave me alone with my thoughts. There we go. I would like an empty project. More play. I don't know. No, that's what yeah, my bad. More play. There we go. So I want 2 instances of contact at least. So load recent. Doesn't have it, which is really good. It's up to you, bleed. Original sound. So bass tone. Bass. And... it's on demo again. Oh, right, okay. I loaded the wrong contact again. Fine. Fine. Load bass tone. And then contact. Other version of contact. Contact 5 for some reason. Load. Monophonic synth. So we'll also have some kind of drums. So usually I use battery. So I will again. You thought that was going somewhere else, didn't you? Fool. Let's try, I don't know, analog sci-fi. That's a little annoying. If there's any kits that are like... It won't have a chiptune kit, would it? No, that'd be too helpful. I know I don't want this one because it's beatboxing, which is great, but not what I want. Electro 500, maybe. That's quite nice, actually. Big aeroplane. Rich dudes are out in their planes again. So we're going to just make a couple bars of drum. Nice and simple. Increase those a bit. I'm actually going to alter that because I think it's a little too high pitched. And definitely too fast. Cool. And we're going to get rid of that drum there. And then let's make something with snares and perhaps hi-hat. Yeah, and then hi-hats, real simple beat. Let's do 4-bar phrase, and then we'll swap to 16ths, like so. Nice. Shove that over there. This is going to start here, and we have two sections just like that. We have a green section and an orange section. We're also going to have bass, which is currently muted. That's not going to help in any way. How long does that last? So it lasts up to there, which is sort of fine. What if we do it? So I need that filter to match the tempo, really, don't I? And the easiest way to do that might actually be to just add a filter rather than to automate it here. So I'm going to... Perhaps I'll keep it, but just really subtle. So you probably won't even notice it. But it saves me... Yeah, it saves me changing the instrument. Do I do that manually? Yes, probably. Do I want to kill all the high end or just some of the high end? Probably all of it. If I had a bit of a peak there. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. So we're going to go... band 8. Frequency. Duh. So it needs to be like that. Or not so much. Because we could do... I think something like that's probably about right. I'm gonna copy it, and each time I'm gonna make like a little tiny difference, and that's just so it feels a little more like a human's controlling it. There's no reason to do that necessarily. That's just how I am doing it right now. So then with the beat, cool, and then into this section we can change the pitches a little bit. So we'll go maybe like that. Just going to compress it a little bit. Just a little bit. That works. Cool. I wonder if that could do like a silly arpeggio. And then we change it every 4, every 2 bar. That's quite nice. Trying to make it less muddy at the moment. Now, are they in the same key? This is where it goes wrong. No, not really. Let's put this over here. Okay, how do we tune? I know how I'm going to tune. With a tuner. This is the really fun bit of the stream where I tune things. I know I said I wasn't going to tune it, but actually for the purpose of this,
Might be better to tune it if Contact ever wants to load, which it might not. Oh, put that over there. So that's an E, but it's kind of flat. Oh, I can tune it down there, can't I? Oh, I want to keep it there. A little bit flat still. Better though. I think that's as good as that's going to get. And the same for the Soma tone. In this section, I'm just going to get the C. So I want C to equal E again, which I know sounds stupid, but... let's just do... Tools, Tuner... You not got a pitch? You're not gonna... That's unhelpful. Okay, so what we'll do instead, we'll do it the old way. I need that to equal E, so we're just going to add in Retrolog. And we're just going to play a sine wave of E. Or maybe I get it tuned concert properly, like that might make sense. This is going to get really annoying, so I'm sorry about that. Not sorry enough to not do it, though. I gotta get rid of that. Actually, let's make it 12. I think that's right. Yeah, that sounds better. Nah. I think either or, the combination of the two is just because they're so noisy. There's so much sound in there. So maybe we have them but in different sections or something.
Oh yeah, I need to copy those over, don't I? So what else could we have? Let's maybe stick some pad in there. That's the sort of pattern I want, I think. Yeah, that. Which is... and we'll do it in twos. Dum, da, da. Then it was, yeah. That's a nice little pattern, getting gradually more claustrophobic. What have I done wrong? Oh, it needs to be, that first bit needs to be twice as long. That's fine. Oh, actually it needs to be more than that. Ow. Sorry, that hurt me more than you. Okay, let's find some sounds. That might work. That's quite nice. It's a little bit too high pitched. That's better. I think the not sure about the bass. Maybe the bass needs to have more. Could we distort it more? That feels like a really bad idea. But let's try it. Let's try Amp Simulator. Or we try not the granulizer, the quadrafuzz. Oh, that's quite nice. Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave it there for today. I feel like we've built some interesting sounds and given me a lot to think about in this project. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm trying to work out as we go how much I can share with people of the composition process, because we're thinking about how much stuff we can hide in the score, and obviously if I share that process, that's going to ruin everything. You know, I don't want to break the film. Right, thanks for hanging out. Next stream will be Monday, 8 p.m. GMT UK time, and then I'll be back following Saturday, 1 p.m. All right, folks. Toodaloo, y'all.
This one means pain and this one's in biro. Now I'm in black and white to hide bad cinematography. Now I'm on a bike. Now I have a drink. What I like Carlsberg, tastes good. Now I'm in a car. I'm in a car. Corruption and lies, bigotry and greed. Wake up, sheeple, don't be so naive. Politicians and the music business all out to get us. We just signed a record deal. Screw all the haters, now I kiss myself in the mirror. Look outside at rain, money doesn't make me a sellout. I have rent and cocaine. I once kissed a guy, homophobes beware. No one thinks you're dead and nobody cares. I once kissed a bloke. No, you didn't, we were there. I'm in a car. These rhymes are easy. You could even say cheesy. Our drama is queasy. Our bassist plays a PV. My bandmates all hate me. We're artistic. I'm always drunk. Ex-girlfriends adore me. Now I'm